We are live and we are ready for you today. It is Isomers skincare presentation. It is Thursday and we are going to talk to you today about phytocell technology. Isomers skincare phytocell technology. I'm going to talk to you about what is phytocell technology, what it can and can't do, and why it's important in your skin, why we love this kind of formulation so much, and we have a special offer for you, obviously. So please let me know if you have any questions. I love your questions and comments. And I want to talk to you about, first of all, I'm going to talk to you about the products. So you're going to see what the products are. We have the Phytocell Lifting Eye Serum. This is going to work on the eye area. It is a serum. Phytocell technology is plant stem cells. And I'm going to explain why they're so important. We have stem cells in us, and our stem cells help with the repair and regeneration. A stem cell is basically like magic, that it can go in and it becomes what you need it to be. We're grown from stem cells, kind of. And as you get older, we lose some of those stem cells, or we only have so many, and then they deplete. We want to rebuild that. So we're going to talk all about that. So that's for the eye area. This is a must-have. I have literally, if you look at how long my eyelashes are here, like I would say this is like almost an inch long, all on the side of my eyes here. So it looks like I wear extensions, and I don't because of this. This is the Phytocell Eye Enhancing Serum, Eyelash Enhancing Serum, the Phytocell Rejuvenating Serum. We have 2 bottles here. So see if there's an opportunity for a duo. This is what I like to call liquid skin. If you could literally make skin into a liquid so that it could rebuild itself, this is liquid skin. This is what the Phytocell Rejuvenating Serum is to me, right? So this phytocell technology is very important. It was created by a lab called Mibella in Switzerland. So everybody wants to use stem cells. Stem cells, human stem cells especially, if you are old and you get new stem cells, because it's like age 0, and you put them in you, you get younger. But there is a huge, that's the science, right? But there's a huge ethical dilemma, right? Because you don't want to use other human cells, like that there's issues with that. You don't want to use animals, because we're not really those animals, and to use those cells, there's issues with that too. So there is a vegan issue, there's the just ethical issue. So plants become very interesting and they kind of rise up into the level of how about plants, and what do plants have, and how can we look at plants differently in order to be able to extract that from the plant. So right now and that's where the stem cell technology comes from. So we're looking at the Phytocell Rejuvenating Serum. This helps to reset your skin at a cellular level. So this isn't just about repairing the skin surface or adding glow. It's literally taking, the bad light bulb out and putting a brand new light bulb in. This is really important. This is really game changing. This is really significant in how skincare is done. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I just got my hair cut yesterday and I hate it, but if you have comments on it, be kind. I am going to get it fixed, but I wanted this one length, and it's not, I don't know what they were thinking, so I'm upset about that, and I wanted it shorter in the back. But what I do know is my hair grows very quickly and very full because of stem cells. In our body, our stem cells are very important for repair, regrowth, regeneration. They are important like the energy in a light bulb, like the whole light bulb itself. You have a lamp, and then you have the light bulb. When the light bulb goes, you can't just shine it or water it or add a little bit of nutrients to it. You need to replace that light bulb out and put a new light bulb in. That's what we talk about cellular level. And that's what we're talking about with the phytocell technology. The phytocell serum and the phytocell technology renews Skin's natural renewal process, which means what? Strengthens the skin barrier, defends against daily damage, all while delivering deep hydration and calming irritation. So the hydration, the calming and soothing and hydration is a given. We will mention it, we will talk about it, because I don't want you to assume that it doesn't do that. When you're using any of the PhytoCell products, your skin will feel calmer. It'll feel smoother. It'll feel better. It will be firm, but not tight. It'll be resilient. But it will also be better quality skin, because we are now going to talk about the cellular level. It is going to work at a very different level. In the formulas, not only do we have the apple stem cell, the Utwiller Spatlauber tree, and that's the Malus domesticus, as they call it. It's known for promoting skin cell longevity. So imagine your light bulb, instead of lasting 100 hours, it now lasts 10,000 hours. This is what we're talking about. This is why when you're taking elements in skincare and putting it back into the skin is so important. We have rhododendron, alpine rose stem cells, adds resilience. So now we're going to make it stronger. So it can go, instead of doing 10 push-ups, it can do 100 push-ups. Like, you've got to think about, and I myself, when I teach about skincare or whatever, I try to use these analogies so people understand that's what you mean. I don't want you to assume it means something very different. So we're talking about the skin quality, just like the lamp, 100 hours to 10,000 hours, or the strength, the resilience of the skin, going from 10 push-ups to 100 push-ups. I can understand that, and I hope that it helps you understand it as well, okay? It also contains sodium hyaluronate. Now, it contains tripeptide 10 citrulline. And now this citrulline is very important because how it interacts with the collagen. It supports the production, so it's ahead of the collagen actually being made. Before collagen is made, stuff has to happen ahead of that. This is really important to set the scenario for that collagen being made. NAD, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, NAD, boosts cellular energy. So again, you go from something that is dull, like a simmer, to a rolling boil. So you have much more energy. So when you align all of these things together, when you align brighter, stronger, faster, more resilient, all of these in one, you have the PhytoCell technology. You have something that it's not just looking at one marker, it's looking at many, many, many different markers. And this is also allowing your skin to be at a better level. It targets dry and dehydrated skin, of course. So dry skin, dehydrated skin, you don't lack oil, you lack water. When you lack water, is it because you don't have enough water being introduced into your skin? Or is it because even when water is introduced, nothing there to hold it? Nothing there to keep it? If your cells are not working as they're supposed to, if your skin is not able to hold this water, doesn't matter how much moisture you bring. So when you have dry and dehydrated skin and you're saying, I've been using this product for 10 or 15 years and my skin is still dry, then it's not addressing the issue of your dryness. It's not able to train your skin to hold and retain that water. There's something broken there. So this is why the PhytoCell technology, going back to the PhytoCell technology, going back and helping to restore at the cellular level is so important. Mature skin showing signs of fine line and loss of firmness. This is all collagen quality. And again, the juiciness and the bundling of the collagen. Super important, right? Sensitive or easily irritated skin, that's your barrier. Is the barrier compromised? Is your skin being overstressed? Does it not have the defenses? The PhytoCell technology will help that. Environment, I like how they put this. Anyone dealing with environmental stress, there's not one of us who's not dealing with environmental stress or stress in general. Pollution or blue light damage, all of us, whether we like it or not, whether we know it or not, we are being assaulted constantly by free radicals, by UV, by pollution, by blue light, a lot of electro kind of interference with us over and over and over again because of even the what we're using here, our cell phones, our social media. People 40 plus, 50 plus who want preventative and corrective care. So this is like your guardian angel of skincare. This is like it's there for you to fix things and to guide you along. This is one that you're going to listen to because it's really working for you. The benefits: supports collagen production, deeply hydrates, improves skin texture, strengthens. This is beyond visible results because you're going to not only see it, you're going to feel it. You're not only going to, other people are going to see it, you're going to be it. It's actually going to help change. If you want to restart, if you want to rewind, if you wish, oh, I regret doing X, Y, Z. Recently, I was looking at some studies and they were talking about the power of UV. Ultraviolet or the sun rays on our skin, and people were talking about, okay, you're going to follow all this protocol. So you're going to use your serums, you're going to use your creams, you're going to use your sunscreen, and you're doing everything right. You're doing everything right. You're doing 90%, maybe even 95% of it correctly. You're doing your cleansing, your clean, feed, correct, protect. You're doing all of that using your products. 1 week, not even, it said 48 hours. Of not using the proper sun protection. So let's say you don't use any sunscreen at all. It resets, it damages your skin for over 3 to 4 months. It takes months and months and months to repair not using sunscreen for a couple of days or the UV damage that happens. So say, for example, next week you go on a vacation and you forget to pack sunscreen and you can't buy it for some reason. And you happen to go away and you happen to go on the beach and da-da-da-da-da. That 1 week, what it does to your cells takes your body and regular skincare 6 months to a year to recover from it. It's astronomical. It seems so unfair. Like I am looking at it thinking, no way, this is the number. And that is why it's so important. That is why I love the glutathione. That's why I like the phytocell technology. That's why I like H0 DNAs. That's why I like going into those whole reset things. Because if you're left to your own devices, the way our bodies work and the way our skin works, is it's going to take that amount of time to get around to it. Not even get around to it, to be able to deal with it. So you want to actually help it along. And a lot of people, when you're getting older, you're going to start struggling with things that are harder to resolve. Not harder to deal with. It might be saying, dealing with pigmentation or lines or wrinkles. But when you're younger, it may take a few weeks to resolve, to fix it. But when you get older, it's almost like this never is resolved. And you kind of give up. And maybe you don't have the discipline to stick it out. And so just before the breakthrough happens, you stop. That's why the phytocell technology is so important. Because you're able to go in ahead of the curve, you're able to go in and reset, you're able to go in and restore, you're able to go in and really help fix it up. So you've got the facial serum, you're going to use this on the face. That's the technology, reset, restore at the cellular level, right? You have the eyelash enhancer. I had to do content yesterday, and I just want to show you, I don't know if you can see, but if you actually look at my eyelashes, they're literally almost an inch. I was watching them yesterday as I was putting a little bit of mascara on. I was only putting mascara on just a little bit of the tip because my eyelashes are so long. And all I've been doing is the phytocell technology, the enhancing serum. This enhancing serum, I don't love it, but this is how we got to do it. Oh, they went back. Yay! Because we had it at one point when it was a brush. The ones I have at home are the doe foot applicator. I love that. I just love that. To me, it's like watching vines in a garden grow. Just beautiful, beautiful thing. The phytocell lifting eye. I like this one. Under eye, over eye, all around. You want to lift the skin up around the eye area as well. Very important. And phytocell technology. Now, let's talk a little bit about, before we wrap this up, and thank you so much for your comments and questions. I want to talk about what is phytocell technology. I think we just assume, or maybe in the early days when we launched, because we were the first company, Isomers was the first company to launch apple stem cells and the phytocell technology. And we used to always isolate or talk to you about each ingredient. But now I've seen people just say, oh, this contains phytocell technology and phytocell tech. And that is the trade name Mibele called it, right? But I want to explain to you exactly what it is and what it isn't. So I think it's important to have that piece of information. And so you know what you're getting. And you also know who launched it and who actually works with these laboratories and these inventors, right? So the phytocell tech, something that we did for a long time. Plant stem technology sounds super high tech. It is, but here's the simple version. You're not putting plant stem cells into your skin to turn it into human skin. That's really important. It is a plant stem cell. We harvest the powerful signals and nutrients from special plant stem cells, and they protect and energize your own skin, right? Plants have an amazing regenerative power, and we know this. You do a plant clipping, you put it in water, you put it in a potato, you see that plants and vegetables easily grow and sprout and blossom and bloom, and you can cut them, and then you can get little ones and you can regerminate them. They have this amazing ability to figure it out. It's not like, you cut, if you, I know it sounds weird, but if you cut your finger off, you can't plant a new one, right? With humans, we don't have this ability. But with the plant, if you cut a little branch off, you can make a new one. So it has this ability to rebuild and repair itself. This ability is the stem cell that it has an abundance of, the regenerating and renewing, and the ability to go in and when something is missing, make it. This is why scientists love this so much. We can do this. Plants can heal and even grow new plants. And we were just talking about that. This magic comes from stem cells. Now, the fact that they're undifferentiated cells, they're de-differentiated cells that can regenerate tissue. The fact that the stem cell is adaptogenic or de-differentiated, undifferentiated, means it's like a blank slate. It's like a blank DVD disc. It's like a blank memory card. There's nothing on it. Then when it goes into an environment, it says, you need me to do this, you need me to do this, you need me to do that. And it can be any of those things. It has enough talent to do all of that, right? It's one level below an exosome, pretty much. The exosome is even more powerful, right? But this is the best, closest thing to it. And the format we have is the best, if you ask me. In skincare, we use cultured plant stem cells from specific plants, not all plants we're going to use. The most famous is the apple stem cell, right? And the reason why Mibele started with that one is because this plant and its fruit doesn't rot. Now, how does that work? Like you buy cherries, strawberries, bananas, you buy things at the grocery store all the time, you bring them home. If you don't eat them within a day or two, it's not good. You can't use it, right? It rots easily. You get an Ootwil or Spatlauber tree fruit, you get the apple from that. You put it in the back of a barn, you forget about it. You don't even show up for a couple of seasons. It's still fresh. Because it has, just like the orchid, when we're talking about orchids, this phytocell technology has the ability to repair itself, to prevent the rotting, to prevent the decline and the decay. And this is what we want, preventing the decline and the decay. How is the technology made? Scientists take a tiny piece of the plant, like a leaf or a fruit. They create a callus, which is a clump of healing cells. These are grown in a lab, in bioreactors, in a sustainable way. No need to harvest the whole plant. So we actually take a little grouping of this callus and we regerminate it. Okay? The active compounds. So we take from that the epigenetic factors, the metabolites, the antioxidants, and the proteins, put them in a liposome, and we recreate this nutrient that is able now to address your skin needs. This is complicated science. So this is not just simply taking a plant, grinding it up, making some juice out of it, and throwing it into a serum. We actually have to germinate it. Then we have to identify certain factors, pull those out, put them into a language or a vehicle the skin understands, and then it goes into the skin and it can use it. This is why we like the PhytoCell technology so much, right? What can it actually do for your skin? All right. So your skin has its own stem cells deep in the epidermis, in the deepest layer of the epidermis. So we want to get in deep. We want to get in an effective way on your skin. They're responsible for constantly renewing your skin. But if they're missing, if they're old, and if they're getting bad information, they can't renew your skin properly. Just like the lamp, if the light bulb goes out, it doesn't matter how much moisturizer or water you give that light bulb. It's not going to work. You got to take the light bulb out and you got to put a new light bulb in. As we age, these stem cells get tired, damaged by UV, pollution, stress, and they become fewer and they become weaker. They become dimmer. This is all aging. And the sooner we understand how aging works, that you start thinning things out, things start falling off, maybe the quicker you realize that how to anti-age is putting stuff back in, replacing those lost elements. I've been talking about replacing those lost elements for 3 decades now, right? Your skin becomes thinner, wrinkles, dullness, slower healing. Plant stem cells help by, okay, so this is what this line is going to do. And this is why I want you to get all of them. I want you to get the double here. You get the double serum, but you can also get the eye serum and the eyelash protein. Protect your skin stem cells from premature aging. All aging is not premature aging. It's not premature aging. I think we should have to come up with a different word. We want to fight against premature decline or decline in general. All decline. Decline is not good. Increase their vitality and longevity, support natural collagen production and cell renewal, provide antioxidant defense. With PhytoCell technology, this is why I want you to get it. The skin renews itself better, looks firmer, smoother, and more hydrated. The science shows a 15% reduction in wrinkle depth after 4 weeks. It works by delaying cell senescence, aging. Decline. We don't want to decline. We want to stay fresh. We want to stay vibrant. And I want to see you stay happy. So if you want to boost your confidence, knowing that what you're seeing in the mirror is only going to get better, and inside your skin is a whole network working on your team. It's your team there for you. It is your self-help, self-care team of these little cells, age 0 DNA going in there and working to replace those lost elements. And this is what the PhytoCell technology is all about. And this is why at Isomers Laboratories, we love the fact that we can deliver it to you fresh, potent, direct from our laboratory to you. We are the manufacturers. No middlemen. This is not white labeled. And this is at incredible value from Isomers Laboratories through Shop HQ to you. So get yours today. You got to get it today because today is the youngest you're going to be right now. Because tomorrow you're already going to be older than you were right now. So you're only going in, if we're lucky, we're going in that direction, right? So why not go there in a better, like as we're going through the time, we're building ourselves up. As we're going through the time, we're making sure that everything is in the best condition possible. We can do better than our best, and we're doing here with the PhytoCell technology. Thank you very much for tuning in. I look forward to talking to you next time. Bye.